Hey everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you how to use Adobe Spark. So the first thing that you will need to do when you're getting on Adobe Spark is making an account. So what you would do is connect your Google account to Adobe Spark. This would allow you to have access to the website. In Adobe Spark, you can either make a post, page, or video. To begin making one of these, you go up to the left corner here, and you go to the three little lines, and this shows you that you can either make post, page, or video. And right up here it shows you your projects. So first we're going to start with making a post. So in this post you can write a quote. So I'm just going to write, "Good things take time." And so then from here on you would go, you can either pick the size of the graphic size. So I'm going to choose poster and then continue. Okay, so now since you have your quote already in the start of your post, what you're going to do is add a filter. So you can scroll down and try to find the one that you would like. So I'm going to choose, let's see, we're going to take this one. Okay, and now we're going to go to layout, and you can change the margins, spacing, and you can change how the picture is set up. So this would make it, these all would make it a lot different. So we're going to go back to design. I'm going to go, so it just, do this one. Okay, so after we've got the quote on it and we did the design, so now we can see the different layouts that are optional. You don't have to pick a layout, but there are many options here. Also, you can change the spacing or the margins, and you can just mess with them and just see how you prefer them to be. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit. And then you can look at resizing them, which this is like for in the beginning. So you can make it for different social media sites or a blog post or basically just any different thing that you want online, or you can just use standard, which is where we are at. Okay, now we're going to go to the third part, and this is the different color palettes. So you can change it. So we're going to do modern. But you can use a lot of different ones. There are many different ones to choose from. And then go to background. So now on background, you can choose different photo filters to put on the photo. And so you can apply it to all. And then you can look at the color. And so there's the suggested color. Okay. So we're just going to leave it at the suggested colors, because if you were to change it as of right now, it would take the image away. Okay, so now we are on the text. So on the text, you can change this. So look, so it can change them to all different styles. So we're just going to pick one and then press done. And so then you can change the font here. So we're going to do this one. And then you can align it, you can space it differently, you can do different shapes. And then we will wait for this post to save, and then you can share it. So you would push the email that you originally used. So this is what it looks like when you try to go share it. So you can either just download the photo, which is right here, and so that allows you to just put it anywhere you want. And then this will allow you to publish, and you can put the different category that it's in. You have your author, you can have it if it is public, and then this will create a public link. So you have to choose a category to get it. So we're going to do education. And then you're going to create a public link. And so then this link will be used to share this to anybody that you want. Or you can share it to the teacher so they know that you have done it. Okay, so now that we have made a post, we are now going to go into making a page. So in the page, you would add a title. So we're going to do history, and then adding a subtitle, and then you can add a theme. So we're going to do Storybook. And so it changes the font and it gives the theme. And then you would go down here and you can add a button. A button, you would be able to, you place your website right here, and then you put the name of the button, and then you can align the button, and then you would save it. Okay, and then you can also put a photo, text, video, photo grid, or a glide show. A glide show, you would put multiple photos on here, and so there are actually photos on this website that you can use. So you can just go to So when you go to find photos, then you just search up something. So history. And so then we would just add this image. And then since we chose a glide show, okay. And so now that the photo is placed onto the slide, so it's right below here. And so you see how the little text box just glides. That's why it's called a glide show. And so then right here, you can either put a photo, text button, or video. And okay, so now after we have looked at this example, I'm just going to show you my example. So this is my page for Brown vs. Topeka Board of Education. And so you can see that the theme I used was different than the last one. And then you can scroll. And I just used the regular document to put these here, and I put the text, and these lines here are from the theme. So those, and then I used headings for these, and I aligned everything, and then I put this image like this. So this is a glide show right here. And so then I put a question right there on the side. And so you can see the image when you're sliding, when you're scrolling through. So, and then I have more, and so this is a button, and so you can click on this, and then you would be able to go to it, but since we're in editing mode, you can't do that right now. And so then you'd scroll, and you put the video. I put the video in there, which was very simple. I just took the YouTube link and added it in here, and it just came in just like a YouTube video would. And you'd be able to play it just straight off of the page. So now that you know how to put a button in here, how to put a video in here, and how to put text in here, and photos, they're different. So this is just putting a photo in here. And so when you put the photos in here, you can put them in different ways. So I made mine full width. So you can either change it and make it full screen, inlined, so this make it smaller, window, which makes it a lot smaller, and then you can move it around. You can make a focal point onto a certain part of the image. And so I'm going to put mine back to full width. We're going to scroll. And then I have more of this assignment, and then see I have more of these buttons. And then I have another picture right here, and so you can see that it's a bigger picture than that, so you can only see a little bit of it when I'm scrolling. And so then, see more of it, and that is the end of it. So you can preview it and see when you share the link how it would look to somebody viewing it. So when you're viewing it and editing it, it looks different than when somebody else is viewing it. So here in preview mode, you see how it looks without all the extra additives where it shows you that you can edit and add different things. So this shows you how it looks full on. And so there's no extra bits. So if we go back to the editing, you see all the little plus signs where you can add in stuff. So when you are done with the video, or you're done with the page, you won't be able, okay. So after you are out of the preview setting, you can now see that there are still the add spaces. And when you are in the share, you're in the preview section, you will not be able to see this. So don't worry about that. These will go away when you share it. And so that's basically it for the page. And the video, you'll go to video back on the side. You will put your email in again. And then, so this, you will start your story. You can title it. So I'm going to do history. And so then you can push next. To wait for it to load. Okay, and so there are different templates that you can use. You can scroll through here and either find a template, which could cut you back some time, or you can start from scratch. In the starting from scratch part, you would be able to add audio, and you can make the theme just like on the page in the post. You add music, and you can add a layout. And so basically you will be able to do multiple slides, and it will come together very easily. And it's a lot easier to do in here because everything is in one spot. And when you record, you just push this recording button right in the middle. Then to start, you would just add this. And that's basically it for video. The video is very, very simple. You just add your pictures in. You can add a video inside that. You add your text. You have your theme, your music, your layout. It would make it so much more easier. And that is basically it for the video. And so we're going to go back to the main. You need to do your Google email. And so when you first come onto Adobe Spark, you can see all of your projects that you have done. And it will show your videos, your posts, your pages, everything. You also can run a blog on here. But that's not what you would be using this for. We could use this, but this is not what we are on here for. Or you can have an inspiration gallery, which is very pretty and very artsy. So if you want to use this for your creative resources, you can. And there are mobile apps for this. You can do many different things on Adobe Spark, and we will be using this in class. So please watch this video, give feedback, and learn how to use Adobe Spark. Explore it and create something.